Hi ladies, this is Jules. I'm in the Jewel box and I have some information for you today. This is my segment number 2 for newbies. 5 questions a newbie may have. You guys gave me such an awesome challenge, very creative questions. Here I thought I was just going to show you, little things like, oh, well, what can you use to clean your stamp with? But no, y'all had me Googling stuff on the internet, trying to find answers for you. But you know what? It was like homework, and I learned a lot myself. So, like I have said in the beginning, and I will say it again, I don't claim to know everything because I am still a newbie, and I am still learning. Every day you learn something new. And if you haven't, you know what? Look up something on the internet and learn something. Grow, people. Let's all grow. Let's learn stuff. So what I want to do is answer the first 5 questions that came up. And I have a couple things here in front of me so that I can show you. The first question that was given to me is, are fibers yarn? Okay, so I was on the internet on Wiki Answers, on, what's the other one? About.com, I think it was. A bunch of different websites that I was looking and stuff at. Fibers, as we know it as scrapbookers, and when newbies are on YouTube and we're talking about fibers this and fibers that, this is what we know fibers to be, are things like the eyelash fiber yarn and things that are, okay, let me pull this apart so that you can see. Oh, my stomach's growling, sorry. This particular yarn fiber that has been made twisted around the eyelash one. This is the brown color here. Yarn that we know it, we're not going to get technical quite yet, but the yarn that we know is what we, crochet things with, which is, this is Charlie's little blanket that I made for her quite a while back. Actually, this was Kiara's, my little one that passed away from a birth defect that she had, but we won't get into that. So this is yarn that I know, okay? We're, unless you're a professional person and this is your life, then you will know exactly what all this stuff is made of and what it's called. But for us, this is yarn, excuse me, and these are fibers. Technically, now speaking, fibers are yarn. It is the same, but like some things, they are made differently. Yarn fibers can be made out of 3 different elements, like they're natural, like animal or plant. They can be synthetic or a combination blends of synthetics. And you can go to wikianswers.com and look that up if you want some further information. But some fibers, too, are individual strands of animal hair, like wool, while yarn is like many hairs twisted together, many fibers twisted together to form a sort of a rope kind of structure. Okay? Question number 2. Let me get this out of the way. Here, Charlie, there's your blankie. Okay. Question number 2. Do all Sizzix dies fit the Cuttlebug? I was looking and looking and looking and looking at different videos and things, and you know what? The Cuttlebug was supposed to be made universal. At the time that it was made, just like the Sizzix, was supposed to be made universal to be able to run all kinds of different dies from other companies to fit through it. I personally don't have a Cuttlebug, but when I was researching to see which one I wanted, I decided to get the Big Shot. So I have my pretty black and pink Sizzix Big Shot. I found on a YouTube channel, and I'll give that to you in a second, that although some dies may fit through the Cuttlebug, the cutting plates won't fit through the Cuttlebug that are made by Sizzix to be able to run through with, to be able to make your cuts and whatnot. So I guess maybe not always. There is a certain width where the platform is, and then you make your sandwich, and then you run it through into your machine. But in the Big Shot, seems to be just a tiny bit, maybe wider, to fit the cutting plates with the dies. As with the Cuttlebug, it seems like there's a problem with like the XLs. A very, very good video to go see if you're deciding on which one to get. I found this lady. If you go to Sterling 4444. Look up her video from, I believe it's '08. I've seen a lot, so I'm not positive which year it was. But go to the video titled The Switch, Cuttlebug to the Big Shot, and you'll see what I mean. So to me, the Big Shot seems to be a lot sturdier, and she'll even show you that too in her video. So go there and get some answers for yourself on that video. Question number 3. Should you or anyone decorate a mini album before or after adding like the holes in the eyelets and the ring holder? And this is from Kikolin, this question, and she's a really cool young lady that I met on YouTube that submitted this question to me, and I thought it was a good idea. And you know what? I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I have never, ever made a chipboard album in my life, and I started one as soon as when I started the segment the last time, I started to make one. So stay tuned because I'm going to show you that, hopefully in a week or so or a couple weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I've made a paper bag mini, and that video is up several videos back, so you can take a peek at that. But should you decorate it? Well, to me, when I did the paper bag one, I did assemble it and then decorated it, put the paper on there, put pockets, then I added ribbon and buttons and decorations and embellishments and things like that. And I found some things that didn't work for me too well with that book that I will definitely do different when I make my next paper bag. As far as my my new chipboard one that I am doing, I am going to show you really quick, which is going to lead us to the next couple of questions here. It depends on the album that you're making, okay? If you are making a chipboard album, you probably do want to choose your papers and choose embellishments and things like that first, and then go ahead and cover your chipboard and put the holes through it. That's already set in the chipboard. Once you put the paper on the chipboard, then you want to create your holes once it's all glued down. And then obviously this is a plain chipboard piece, but once it's all glued on there, then it's just going to be this loose piece. And then once they're all of these pieces individually are done, then you can go ahead and put the clip in or go ahead and bind it. And I would do it that way because with some chipboard albums, especially if you're going to be doing maybe two different eyelets or 2 holes or a set, and it depends on the shape sometimes too. But after you embellish it all, sometimes it'll be a little bit thicker than you would like, so they end up standing pretty, let me grab one that I've already covered. They end up, bulging out like this because of all the embellishments and stuff that's in there. So you may want to completely embellish and decorate your pages first, and then add your ring. Which with this one, normally these chipboard albums come with these little ring closures here. So if this one seems to be too small, and for for some reason, because I know there's some out there that will embellish their chipboard albums pretty thick, you may want to do another alternative, maybe add in a couple more holes here and even add twine to give it a spine sort of so to speak, and to kind of hold it at a width where it's going to sit pretty normal, as far as the thickness of the book goes, okay? So I would say yes, decorate it first. Don't put the eyelets quite yet. I would say save that for last, and the ring. The holes in the packaged ones, there's holes already made, unless you're going to be making a mini album that has, that's going to be a couple more holes added. Then you want to go ahead and add them probably at this stage, like on this one. This is my cloud one. You may want to add your extra holes at this stage when it's not embellished all the way. Okay.